4 strategic pillars to ensure quality education in Nigeria. World Red Cross Day, Nigerians urged to care for vulnerable and accident victims in the country. Plus, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly urges state ministries to step up awareness campaign to combat prostate cancer. A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us on the news at 10. My name is Dianime Uko. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times channel 103 and on our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Do well to click the follow button and engage with us there. The news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has communicated the Senate seeking confirmation of appointees for the Southwest, North Central and South-South Development Commissions. Listed as appointees are 19 persons from the North Central Development Commission with Cosmos Akir as chairman and Cyril Yeltsin as managing director. The Southwest Development Commission has 18 appointees, listing Senator Olubunmi Adetumbi and Dr. Charles Akinola as chairman and managing director in that order, while the South-South Development Commission has appointed 18 persons, with Chibudom Muche as chairman and Usoro Offiong Akpabio as managing director. The nominees will be screened by respective committees before confirmation. Away from that, worried by the alarming rate of prostate cancer affecting the men folk, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has passed a resolution mandating Ministries of Health, Information and Ethical and Attitudinal Reorientation Commission, IECOM, to initiate and sustain public awareness campaign on the dreaded disease. Assembly correspondent Nsikak Okon reports that the resolution passed was sequel to a motion brought before the House by the member representing Isianudim State constituency, Prince Ukpong Akpabio, on the urgent need for government intervention to combat rising incidences of prostate cancer.
The lawmaker Ukpong Akpabio, while expressing worry over the alarming rate of prostate cancer, notes that while some health challenges like malaria, diabetes and polio are receiving international, national and state attention, prostate cancer, which has become a leading concern among men, is given less attention and intervention.
Worried that a greater percentage of our men today are not even aware of the high risk associated with prostate cancer or the importance of early detection, which result in late-stage diagnosis, which the cancer is less treatable. That is how the Ministry of Health to initiate and sustain an early prostate cancer screening exercise for men between the age range of 40 and above in the state. Then thirdly, mandate the House Committee on Health to oversight on this matter.
Some lawmakers described the motion as timely and lauded Ukpong Akpabio for bringing up the matter and cited the importance of a sustainable enlightenment campaign, which can help for early detection, which they say saves life.
When you talk about cancer, a lot of people do not know that prostate cancer even exists. Because the level of awareness and the campaign about cancer generally tailored towards women. Breast cancer, cervical cancer, nobody is talking about men. As much as possible, we should avail ourselves the opportunity to be screened and do regular medical checks.
While we are expecting government to intervene, it is important that younger men and even older men should actually look at their lives back, because that's one of the things that they overlook. And of course, it is important that they run frequent screening so that the early detection they're talking about, because most of, like I said, those symptoms they normally show up in that reason.
It is so devastating to the family that the wife, the children, and everyone suffers the import of prostate cancer. I know that what we're doing today is first and foremost an awareness, because raising this here on the floor of the House is awareness.
The Speaker, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udemoto, after due deliberations, directed the Clerk of the House, Sika Obong Orok, to communicate the resolution to the appropriate quarter for necessary action. Isika Okon, NTA News.
Still from the state legislature, the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has passed a resolution on the state government to promptly reinstate former employees of Ibom Airport Development Company Limited, who were previously integrated into the mainstream civil service. The resolution follows a report by the House Committee on Special Projects, Implementation and Monitoring in a petition by Udeme Macaulay and Ubong Samuel, submitted on April 23, 2024. Our House of Assembly correspondent Nsika Okon again reports.
Chairman of the committee and member representing Baridi State constituency, Uwemu Boita, report that the transfer of certain employee of Ibom Airport Development Company Limited into the mainstream civil service resulted in the loss of salaries and ranks for the affected staff. He further explains that though some members of staff who were absorbed into the civil service were later reabsorbed by Ibom Airport Development Company Limited, the issue of restoring their seniority was not addressed.
Were reabsorbed by the state Ibom Airport Development Company Limited, but despite the reabsorption, the aspect of restoration of seniority was not dealt with. 6. That Akwa Ibom State Civil Service has not shown any rule in the Akwa Ibom State Public Service Rules nor circular. Neither has Ibom Airport Development Company Limited shown any rule or regulation in its staff condition of service to substantiate the occasion loss of career progression in service, nor the other hardships caused by the absorption into the mainstream civil service and subsequent reabsorption to the Ibom Airport Development Company Limited.
The committee's report was received through a motion by member representing Una State constituency Sunday Johnny and seconded by member representing Ibom State constituency Eric Akwan. The House later dissolved into the Committee of the Whole, where members reviewed and adopted the recommendations of the committee. The House, in a resolution, also advocated the restoration of the ranks of affected staff and payment of any outstanding emoluments.
Accordingly, the recommendations is hereby adopted for immediate implementation.
The Speaker, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udemoto, directed the Clerk of the House to relay the resolution to the relevant authorities for necessary action. Isika Okon, NTA News.
We'll take our first commercial break in the news. When we return, we'll bring you more stories. Please stay.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Get ready for the third edition of NTA Uyo Virtual Children's Paper Presentation. Submit a write-up on the given themes. Category A, Bridging Gender Gaps in Career and Leadership. Category B, The Impact of Teenage Mentorship by Parents and Teachers. Interested schools should register and submit entries on or before May 15, 2025. Rate 20,000 naira per school. Shortlisted candidates will be invited for virtual paper presentation via Zoom and grand finale. Date Tuesday, May 27, 2025. Venue NTA Uyo Arena. Time 12 p.m. prompt. First prize 100,000 naira. Second prize 70,000 naira. Third prize 50,000 naira plus many consolation prizes. For enquiries, please call Ekaite on 0803 882 7840. Our children, teach them well and let them lead.
Rose Bay Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badge Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinali Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisen Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinali Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinali Water, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. Call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
You're welcome back. Now to the rest of our stories. The unwavering dedication to advocacies for compassion for the vulnerable communities and upholding the fundamental principles of humanity are core values that the Nigerian Red Cross Society have pledged to continually commit to. This played out at the 2025 World Red Cross Day, celebrated every May 8th by the Nigerian Red Cross Akwa Ibom State Branch. Edidion Iba has the report.
It is the 162nd anniversary of the International Red Cross movement, and in Akwa Ibom State, the day is being marked in honor of volunteers who have over the years given their time and all the resources to ease the suffering of others and protect human dignity. With the theme, On the Side of Humanity, the Red Cross says they are not just a movement, but a sure sign of hope for humanity.
We are gathered here today to celebrate humanity, which is the pathway to happiness. Serving people with humanitarian consideration provides a lot of satisfaction to a person's life. The real happiness of a person is the result of the inner satisfaction of a person.
Akwa Ibom State Governor Moino, represented by the Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs, Princess Ememi Banga, commends the Nigerian Red Cross Society, describing them as worthy partners in the development of the society, pledging more support to their activities as it concerns the cause of humanity.
In moments of crisis, whether natural or man-made, we have responded with swift humanitarian interventions because we believe that governance must be felt where it matters most, in the hearts and homes of our people. We have seen firsthand the value of humanitarian partnerships, and we deeply recognize the critical role the Red Cross plays in disaster response.
Keynote speaker and other development partners agree that taking deliberate steps to uplifting the vulnerable and bringing relief to families and communities should remain a priority for the organization.
To impress upon the Red Cross also, from their numerous services, as you can identify from the principles, to choose, think of choosing a particular thing you are good at doing and select a place in Akwa Ibom State and do it to win the collaboration of excellencies.
And it reminds us that our collective efforts in health and humanitarian service must be grounded in empathy, swift action, and a commitment to alleviating human suffering wherever it exists.
Nigerians and organizations who have distinguished themselves in providing service to humanity were recognized and awarded. The Red Cross and the Red Crescent movement, founded by Sir John Henry Donant, operates on the fundamental principles of humanity, impartiality, neutrality, independence, voluntary service, unity, and universality.
Put hands together of nations. Oh yes, we are the best of all.
In Uyo, Edidi Oniba, NTA News.
And away from that, onto this next report. The Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, has outlined 4 strategic pillars that will ensure inclusive, equitable and high-quality education for every Nigerian child. Kelvin Samuel reports that this was made known by the Executive Secretary, Aisha Garba, at the start of a 2-day UBEC management retreat held in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State.
The 2-day management retreat organized by Universal Basic Education Commission is to keep participants updated on strategies adopted by the Commission to ensure enhanced quality of education across board. Executive Secretary, though the Commission has recorded significant growth, a lot is required through collaborations of all stakeholders in the sector.
To ensure that UBEC is repositioned to make a significant contribution in this particular agenda by achieving universal basic education for all children in Nigeria, regardless of their background or geographic location.
The Commissioner for Education at Akwa Ibom State, Professor Bongomo, while commending UBEC for their determination in enhancing basic education in the country, notes that the state government is ready to synergize with the Commission for the benefit of the Akwa Ibom child.
Surprising that most of the policies of UBEC, policies of the federal government has to do with education at the basic level, at the primary level, aligns almost seamlessly and perfectly with the vision of His Excellency Pastor Mwabasino, and it will be quite very easy for UBEC and the federal government to interface with the state government and roll out a whole lot of plans that would help to lift millions of Nigerians and those in Akwa Ibom State out of ignorance.
The 2-day retreat, which featured paper presentations, had as its theme repositioning UBEC for sustainable basic education delivery in Nigeria. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
We'll take another commercial break. When we return, we'll bring you the need for routine medical checks. Please stay.
I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Get ready for the 3rd edition of NTA Uyo Virtual Children's Paper Presentation. Submit a write-up on the given themes. Category A, Bridging Gender Gaps in Career and Leadership. Category B, The Impact of Teenage Mentorship by Parents and Teachers. Interested schools should register and submit entries on or before May 15, 2025. Rate 20,000 Naira per school. Shortlisted candidates will be invited for virtual paper presentation via Zoom and grand finale. Date Tuesday, May 27, 2025. Venue NTA Uyo Arena. Time 12 p.m. prompt. First prize 100,000 Naira. Second prize 70,000 Naira. Third prize 50,000 Naira plus many consolation prizes. For enquiries, please call Ekaite on 0803 882 7840. Our children, teach them well and let them lead.
At NTA Television College Jos, you will dive into exhilarating hands that will fuel your passion in education and propel your career to new heights. We don't just teach, we craft the next generation of media leaders. Explore our diverse offering, understanding the personnel matters and issues in the public service, basic development communication, financial reporting under IPSAS, and interpretation of public sector accounting standard IPSAS, audit, internal check and control management, video camera maintenance, new technologies, optics, fiber, IP technologies, automation, storage management, and wireless technology. Challenges and opportunities in the secretarial profession in the digital age. Digital marketing, basic drama, online reporting, understanding the provisions of the revised public service, audio engineering operations and maintenance, camera operations, and intermediate drama. Mark your calendar. The second quarter of 2025 is your launch pad. This is your moment to seize the future. Announcer Management.
Welcome back. Health experts have continued to emphasize the importance of routine medical checkups as a preventive measure against unforeseen health complications. Glory Ukwa, who spoke with some medical experts, came back with this report.
Following increasing cases of death as a result of untreated and mistreated illness, medical experts are emphasizing the need for regular health checks as vital to early detection of hidden illness to allow for timely treatment and better chances of recovery. Even though some people may appear physically fit and energetic, health practitioners warn that looking healthy on the outside does not always translate to being healthy on the inside.
Sometimes one might look healthy, but then you don't know, despite your healthiness, that something is wrong with you internally. You might be looking healthy physically, but what happens to the internal organ? So there's need for us to be regularly checking our health status to know our internal organ if they are functioning well or not.
They also express concerns over rising cases of self-medication, especially with unverified herbal remedies, warning that such practice is detrimental to people's well-being. They emphasized that staying informed about one's health status is key to living a longer and healthier life.
It is very, very, very important for you to have a routine checkup. If you cannot go to a private facility, you can walk into any of the government institutions, run a full health checkup. That will enable you to know your health status. If you have value for yourself, for your health, if you're having any ailment, if you're having any disease, it's very, very important for you to know that.
The public are advised to adopt proactive approach to their health through regular exercises and medical checkups to avoid health complications in the future. Glory Ukwa, NTA News.
It's a wrap on the English segment of the news. The Ibibio translation comes up shortly. Good morning.
Kita pendang wet kita ngin. Kusana flo na de siogan maridara moniko to Red Cross ebo mono wo yaga sem boy banga kiriken. Voto bombe sete me bom mention sio fotum ke kwai bom yak eswane to budongo me fna kiri ni daga me. Kwai bom me ser me sikame yim ki yon kire basenya ipeyon. Eko memboxi ni vasene akene na udongo amefna ke iden ekoto prostate cancer adi wak kisong ufo to mo bombe sete mi enam lutmadi swane to budongo mi ke mi ton ye mi no ke sete akwai yak monowo eni fio e banga idi ogudongo ame woto wi daga mi ya iko yo mbom.
Eme abombe etu kwa kwa veke tangiko anye mabo kero tam pombom nang udongo ame fna kiden iraga me koto prostate cancer adi wakisong iraga me ndion moni danyen awi segam ko ibanga menon tengen edi swaneto udongo me ana tor monowo edi ni fio ibanga pantena enam ke mudongo fente utoyen ataya yenye me koto diabetes adu sok me bombe evo iko amete upong akpabio tangami kedi ka taitini njone bo kedo senam yak monowo edi onge bang udongo mi manatoro edi sop ino usowo maka yedi wurowo adu tatan ko foto bombe state mi etu urematong se maike mana esniko amete upong aketanga kudomompo amabo yak ansiro klak nsi karabong orok anam yak mon si komi abege edi on sidu biolo ufoto mo bombe state mi ku foto menti basenya ikpo
Menta ke fang song idem eske kaise bo mono wo ya ese sang ko foi bo kini ekenam ko ko to test ma to de dio mo don service ne mo kidem sa do usuru do ada de be kidem wo bo na me dio kem yes ko do ayire penda kan song idem ko tum mono wo ya ko yo mbo
nam panga adi wagi daga mi ku na do akene mention su don ame fana ke mono wo ame awi mi no ko ntangen yu sobo na ekpe no menta isegem ko banga fang song idem ebo yak mono wo kini ese sang ko fo ibok ekenam ko to test ame rogo ndungo ame banga kideme wo mana toro eri bo usobo akenu dongo se di sop ikat kideme mo sa dogo mu dongo sirbi dongo wo kidem awi mi no gu sobo ku sop aya biar mem ko kideme wo ataiti eti isege di ande bo ken song idem ame wo niege idem idogi di ongu wem ndone bo yak mono wo etreri do idem ma biak ammo e kai kerbi bogemen ini mi ka gu fo ibok ikidi ongo sina mammo ti adogo meri na mami ifonno kideme wo mi ku fo tum NTA basenya ikpeyon
kangin tembok ngin ku ba sene mi etri so ken pangto hing mi ro basenya ikpeyon tutumbu beyo